Mr. Kevin Cavanaugh has interesting history. I'll let him tell you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Doctor. My name is Kevin Cavanaugh, and I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor to be here. I'm glad to be here, and I heard that there were great Republicans, great constitutional conservatives here in Mohave County, and I said, I'm going to go visit. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Bird. They've been so helpful online. We have these incredible supporters online. I just want to thank them so much for their help. So I'm running for Congress. I believe in the Constitution and the freedoms it provides. I believe in securing America's borders and reducing the size of the federal government. I believe in a strong national defense, and I believe that babies born or unborn are humans and have a right to life. I believe in President Trump, our lawfully elected Republican president. His vision to repeal Obamacare. I'll bring you a new microphone as a gift next time. His vision to repeal Obamacare, secure our borders, assert our strength, and not apologize for our values. You know, while anarchists in the United States tear down memorials, there are people, those same people, stand silent while there's an estimated 21 million people around the world still in slavery, still in bondage. They advocate for open borders where suffering humans are forced into bondage by drug dealers and human smugglers on our southern border. If we put up a fence, it would help stop people from going into bondage. That's right, build that wall. Build it tall, build it strong, put good men and women on this side of the border to protect it, and they will protect us. My opponent, Tom O'Halloran, has taken money from Backpage.com, a well-known purveyor of child sex trafficking. He says he didn't know, but you know, a lot of Democrats had already taken that money, and I will not accept that kind of money. I'll never accept never Trump money. I will do this crawling on my hands and knees. I've worn out a pair of shoes already. I'm going to continue to fight for conservative values in our district. I'm a retired police officer. In fact, I left the Pinell County Sheriff's Office. I was hired as a deputy chief. Who is going to run for Congress? Who's going to win? Who's going to stand up for the Constitution? Who's going to get behind President Trump and support him? And I looked at the former candidates, and I heard the slate of candidates, and I said, honey, oh, come here, honey. So this is my wife, Samai. Samai is currently a Mexican citizen. She's working on her U.S. citizenship. And she's working on her citizenship. The first vote that she wants to take is for me. Isn't that great? And I'm helping her with her citizenship. And she's going to take her test. And I thought, what if I'm a bad tutor and she doesn't pass the test and I lose by one vote? Wouldn't it be terrible? We need people who recognize the danger of terrorism, how to capture them, not just having served on committees. I've investigated Islamic radicals and single-handedly captured and arrested an FBI most wanted terrorist suspect after he'd eluded other agencies. The only reason he didn't run or fight, I'm later told, is that I convinced him that any attempt to escape or evade or fight would result in his immediate death. I told him I'd kill him if he rose 1 inch off the ground. And I meant it. Now, it takes this kind of seriousness to protect society from terrorists. Well, thankfully, we have a leader in the White House who isn't afraid to stand up a little despot dictator and fight back. This time in our history does not require a negotiator, a committee member. It requires toughness like metal hardened with fire. Folks, I have fought some magnificent battles in my life, and I didn't know why, and I didn't know what it was preparing me for, and I do now. For this time in history, it requires such a man. I love my country. I love it so much. I quit my great job, as I said before. I put everything on the line so I could demonstrate the love I have for my country and for Arizona by serving America, by running for Congress, and God willing, earning the right to serve. I think I'm in the lead. I don't know. And how do I judge that? There's a little newspaper that attacked me, said I'm under federal investigation. I hadn't heard about that myself. In fact, a retired Marine Corps general, a friend of mine, called me and said, you're under federal investigation. So he sent me a copy of the newspaper, and sure enough, my picture's on the front and says I'm under investigation by the feds. And So I looked it up and I called the federal office and I said, hey, you probably want to interview me because I'm under investigation. And the head of the office said, no, you're not under investigation. I don't even know who you are. So I read the article again. I said, no, ma'am, it says right here I'm under investigation. It's on the front page of the newspaper. I said, let me check. She said, no, a newspaper reporter called to ask if you were under investigation. We told him no. I said, can you send me a letter that says that? Because I think that's libel. Talk about Don Trump. He says the lying media, they're just liars. Absolute liars. So I got a letter that says, no, you're not under investigation. You've never been under investigation. You're not going to be under investigation. Pukes, mainstream media. I'll tell you what. The liberals have found cause to attack me, to lie, to diminish, but it will not affect me. I will stand firm. I will fight. I will not give up. I will not be diminished. I will not cease. I will not pause. I will not waver. I will fight to represent the good people of CD1 and the constitutional conservatives around the nation. My name is Kevin Kavanaugh, and I would enjoy your support.